Hey everyone, and welcome back to the X-Ring. So I wanted to do a follow-up video on the match this Saturday that I had not even 24 hours after receiving this RimX. It was the Fall Brawl. It was an NRL 22X match, and it was held at VOD with match director Chris Simmons. He puts on some of the best precision rimfire matches I've ever been to. It was a very, very long match. It was kind of like a finale for the season. It was 11 stages, 114 round count, which is pretty high. I've never seen one that was that high. And it was a great day. A lot of great shooters out there. Just a great match all in all, great venue for it. And this thing shot unbelievably well. I would never recommend doing what I did, and that is not even 24 hours having good dope out at distance trying to do that. But as far as hitting targets, I never had the confidence that I had in hitting these little small targets at distance that I had with this thing. I just knew it was going to be money if I did my part, and it performed very, very well in that regard. The balance point on this rifle is what really made it so attractive. I've never had a rifle that balanced so well, so much so that it just seemed almost neutral. And you know, really in a rimfire, I've never experienced that. And so a lot of guys will show how well their rifles are balanced, and they always have to push it up to here. You guys can already see this nose heavy at this point. So even if I were using a bag, let me grab a bag. So let's just say I used a rear squeeze bag like this, and I put it on top of this. Let me get the strap on this side. I can still place this up here, and I'm not cheating. Look at that. It's still trying to go nose forward, so I have to slide it back, and that's without a bipod on here. That's something you don't see in a rimfire. I have no weights on this. And so that balance just made it very, very neutral, because you're typically setting up somewhere in there. Now with all the good, there is a bad. And the problem is, and it's on me because I didn't shoot enough rounds through it to really find this out, and it was right before the match. But apparently I have an old extractor. An old, not as an old rifle, but old as in it's been revised to a newer extractor. Let me go ahead and show you the differences here. So what I want to show you here first, this is a picture of my extractor. You'll see that it's kind of bronzed in color. That could be from heat treat or whatever, but here is a new extractor. You'll notice that it's much shinier, has a bigger surface area. The only difference is this is a left-handed bolt instead of a right-handed bolt. So what this means for me is, and I was able to talk to Big Country, who was having the same problem, that I was having a failure to extract. Now, the problem with a rimfire, and pretty much all of your other firearms, is when you have a fail to extract, where you have an empty case in the chamber, if that extractor is sliding over that, now you have an empty case stuck in the chamber. Well, that's where I got that from, which is no big deal. It was just bleeding everywhere because I was trying to dig in here to get that rimfire case out of there, and I couldn't do it. Ended up breaking the tip off of a knife. Was able to salvage it once or twice, but there were 6 instances of this happening on 6 of the 11 stages. So you can imagine what that poop show looked like. Pretty much when that happens, you're done. There was only 1 or 2 times I was able to get it back going with still time remaining. But I had a really, really good match going. But when that happens, that was it. I was done. You can't change mags. You can't do anything else until you can get that empty out. One of them was stuck so badly that I had to take a cleaning rod and knock out the empty case. So that was the bad. I don't blame Kenny for that because, like I said, I rushed him on this, and he did not have a chance to get the updated extractor in here because he didn't have one. So we're going to be reaching out to RimX tomorrow. It's a very simple fix. You just take a hex key, take your old one out, put your new one in with the spring, and you're good to go. So I'll report back on that. As far as the rifle, I'm 100% satisfied with it. I did finish 7th overall, and that is in a field of great shooters. You know, Bagara guy, I mean, everybody that you shoot with, it's such a pleasure to shoot with those guys. You become friends with them. So you've got your guys like Donald Traub, you've got all your Team Bagara guys, you know, met some of the viewers that watch the channel like Gary, had Willard Persinger out there, and it just makes it a really, really fun time. I still say we had the best squad, Squad 1. But it was a great match. So I did want to get back with you and let you guys know how I finished on the match, which I'm happy with the finish, but I think I would have done a ton better if I wouldn't have had those 6 failure to extracts, because like I said, you're dead in the water at that point. So either way, let me go ahead and get that extractor. I'll go ahead and report back. I have a lot of new content coming out. Just got shipped a WOT trigger from Big Daddy Unlimited. I know that's a little controversial right now, but right now my understanding is WOT doesn't have any type of restrictions. I have not had a chance to even play with it, even taking it out of the pack yet. So I'm hoping to do that in the next week or so. And then I have some really cool stuff that I'm going to be doing out in Texas. It's going to be some exclusive content. I'm going to leave that a secret, but you guys will enjoy that. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the little bit of match footage that I was able to get. It's very little, but we did everything from shooting support side only on the ELR stage, which was very interesting for a lot of people. They had never done that before, but you had to do support shoulder, support hand, and support eye. They did not allow you to do this like a lot of people will try to do. So here we go. Let's check out the footage.
There you go.
They sent a big one twice. These are polarized too.
What you looking at?
What are you looking at?
Got Chris Beck. Over here we got, where did he go? There he is. He's cleaned like 3 stages already. Let me see the eyeball.
I'm just here having a good time.
You shooting well, man.
Yeah. We'll see. You're shooting well.
If I can work through these problems. Oh, who's this? Mr. Sweeney. Bill Sweeney. Got pizza.
Impact.
All right, so we have a
my elevation was
rooftop.
Because I was holding right in the middle of everything on the left. All righty.
Yeah, you would have been a hair high.
About ready.
This one's support side shooting. Big prize table, a lot of good shooters out here. I'm not gonna lie to you, I had a lot of feed issues. I had 4 malfunctions that actually cost me. The right. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of match footage that we were able to get. Congratulations to all the winners of the match. Great shooters out there, great venue, and big shout out to Greg, one of the watchers of the channel that came out to actually shoot. So if you're on the fence about going out and shooting one of these matches, you could always be like me and just show up with no dope and a rifle that you're not even sure of. Just go out there and have fun with it. That's what it's all about. Hope to see you soon. Hope you guys have a great Sunday evening and a great rest of your week. Guys, take care. Have a good one.